Welcome back to Slay the Spire, where we are continuing on our saga of doing a first run, my first run, of each character. So next up we have the Defect. Combat automaton which became self-aware. Ancient technology allows the manipulation of orbs. Cracked core. At the start of each combat, channel 1 lightning. Okay. And comparatively speaking, slightly less, well, middle health, same amount of gold. Alright. I guess we'll see how this goes. Let's go for max HP. Let's go for max HP for this run, for the sake of a first run. Okay. This one gives me the most options. Passive. At the end of turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Evoke, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. What does evoke mean? Alright, we've got regular strikes and blocks. Evoke your next orb twice. Still doesn't explain what evoking... Oh, consume your rightmost orb and use its evoke effect. Okay. So do 8 damage twice. Okay. Let's block the damage there. Let's do 8 damage twice at random. Okay, it did it to the first one. We'll strike that one and end our turn. Channel orb puts in your first empty slot. If you have no empty slots, your first orb is automatically evoked to make room. At the start of each combat, channel 1 lightning. Oh, so this is a little bit more rare of a resource than I think it is. So maybe I shouldn't be spending it on the first turn. Okay. But we have other cards that can channel. Alright, that's a bit obtuse, but okay. Hang on, what did I... Oh, it's passive. Okay. Okay. I get it. Alright, strictly speaking, so this does 6 damage at end of turn, right? Yeah, okay. And I assume these do these carry over between combats? I assume so, based on the explanation. Block equal to the number of cards in your discard pile. 3 damage if the enemy intends to attack, apply 1 weak. So this seems like a buffs and debuffs kind of character at first glance. Okay, so it does not carry over how much lightning we have. So I was incorrect about how... It does seem you're like you are discharging and charging and discharging it more than I thought. So, but it's also naturally kind of defensive, it seems like. I don't know. Alright. Energy. I swear I'll remember to use my potions. Double your energy, exhaust. Apply 1 damage. 3 damage. Deal 3 damage, apply 1 vulnerable. Gain energy for every 4 cards in your draw pile. So it seems like this is maybe a character that doesn't want you to build a small deck. Because that's 2 cards now that have been reliant on the number of cards in discard or draw. Huh. Let's go with that and see how we go. Okay. Let's go this way. The one thing about having this passive damage, though, is there's going to be enemies that I can think of that we've run into before where attacking them, doing extra attacks with them is not going to be a good thing. So I don't know if there will be ways for me to ensure that I discharge at the right time. So I assume this will get me nothing because I have only 2. Let's go with the defensive play and see how it works out. So does this get me 1 or does it get me 2? Does it round up? It gets me none? Can I not hold more than the cap? I should have at least gotten 1. Oh, but I spent 1. Also, for some reason, there was no sound effect for that, which felt weird. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't round up. I didn't think that would do enough damage to kill him. But maybe it was the passive hits after. Because it should have done 16, right? Plasma gains energy. So I have multiple kinds of channelings, I guess. I didn't even look at the third card. That's my bad. But I was so curious what that was. Okay. Let's take a slightly passive route through just so I can see more of what's available. Deal damage equal to 2 times the number of frost channeled. Oh, we've got lots of things. Okay. Deal 10 damage. Put all cost 0 cards from your discard pile into your hand. Block equal... Gain 3 block, put a card from your discard pile into your hand. Exhaust. Whenever you play a power card, channel 1 lightning. That seems very powerful. That's sort of the passive damage build. 2 weak. Add X random colorless cards in your hand. They cost 0 this turn. Exhaust. Upgrade 2 random skills upon pickup regime. So, should I take both of these? Definitely want this. I think I want that too. Okay. You find a shimmering mass of light encompassing the center of the room. Its warm glow and enchanting patterns invite you in. I'll upgrade 2 random cards. Oh, you upgraded the 2 that I don't want don't want you to do the most. All right, well, whatever. Let's go smithing. What are my options? 5 block. Innate, okay. This just costs less. Okay, that would be a big improvement. 2 weak. Make it cost 0. Make it cost 0. Okay. I think making this innate will be a good move. You enter a corridor full of hypnotizing colored mushrooms. Due to your lack of specialization in mycology, you are unable to identify the specimens. You want to escape, but feel oddly compelled to eat a mushroom. Well, that's annoying. I don't know what angering the mushrooms will do. We're gonna find out. Ambushed. Roads affected by the mushrooms appear out of nowhere. Alright. Spore cloud. On death applies to vulnerable. Interesting. Alright, I'll have to remember this entropic brew. Okay, let's get Storm out. And then we need defense. And sure, no time like the present. Ouch. Hang on. Did I misread that card the whole time? Is it only on power cards? Am I dumb? Okay, well, interesting. Six. We're gonna deal. Not affected by focus. I don't know what focus is. Darn. All right. Angering the mushrooms was bad for me. So does... Okay, so the evoke of this one, and this will move forward if I evoke, okay? Ugh. This hurts. Discard pile into your hand. No, well, I don't really want to do that because I won't have the energy to spend, but this is also a waste. But I want the block, so whatever. Is that my only zero cast? Damn it. I was really hoping you would hit that guy, but at least we're blocking. Okay. We need to defend because I cannot power through this guy. Really? Couldn't. Am I wrong? Does it not? It says random enemy, but it keeps striking the first one in the row. Okay. Okay, that one was pretty rough. Oh, odd mushroom. When vulnerable, take 25% more. Take 25% more attack damage rather than 50%. Oh, okay. Alright, that's pretty cool. Choose one of 3 random colorless cards and add to your hand to cost 0 this turn. At the end of combat, heal 7 HP. That sounds great. Especially now that I realize that Storm is off power cards. I should have read that more closely. It's still a good card, just not quite as good. Okay. I think I should heal. I'm a little paranoid. I'm just very nervous that my defense is reasonably good. My damage output is not very good. Meal ticket. Whenever you enter a shop, heal 15 HP. Ooh, nice. That's very nice. Should I try for the elite? I think so. Okay. Well, we have enough room for everything, so let's do this. And then that one. Pretty good start. Caw. Alright, self-repair. And sap. Hold on. I thought this why did I get... Why did I get... I don't understand why I got a charge of lightning back. I thought it was consumed by the dual cast. Is it not? Do I always have something? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Shit. Well, whatever. Take the damage, I guess. Glad I healed. Okay. Let's weaken. Okay, let's see. Let's do this just because we can cycle this endlessly. Weaken again. And then we still have enough to both attack and defend. Although, technically, with the other, I guess I didn't need the block, did I? Okay. Weaken again. This guy keeps accelerating. Do I have enough? There we go. Just keeps debuffing me. Let's see. Why did that look like it cast more than... Next orb twice. Yeah, shouldn't it have been 8 twice? Maybe the sound effect just tricked me. It was only 2 times. I guess the damage-wise, that actually lines up, but it was just kind of weird. Let's end it. Okay. Channel 1 Frost Orb gains block, removed until... Huh. I mean, this costs 0. I don't know if the idea for this character is to focus on one element or to have a mix of all of them. It does seem like you could have a very passive deck where you're grinding through a lot of cards every turn, a lot of skills and not very many attacks, and just tanking it out. But I don't know if I'm misreading that. We'll give it a try. As you make your way down a long corridor, you see a banana donut in a box. Okay, we've seen this one before. $27 is too big a heal for me to appreciate. Let's get max HP and hope we survive this elite. Oh, well. This might be rough for our guy here. I guess we could play this more passively and see how it turns out. Is he gonna wake up anyway? I don't think I broke his shield there, did I? No, I guess I did do one, didn't I? Okay. That's on me. So what happens if I channel something and it's full? I assume it doesn't go. Ouch. We can evoke and then get some block. And oh, that was the wrong one, but okay, that's fine too. Ouch. Okay, evoke 5 block. Negative effect. Ouch. That's yucky. Apply weak. Block for some and channel plasma. When I don't have enough block ability, this makes me very, very weak to being whittled down by an enemy like this, though. Let's gain some energy. Oh, so it just cycles it out. Okay. Interesting. Terrible turn to get this draw, but okay. But it's almost dead, so we'll be fine, probably. Thankfully, despite appearances, this thing doesn't block. Okay, that could have gone better, could have gone worse. The self-heals is carrying me through a bit. Prevent the first time you would lose HP each combat. Wow, that's nice. Gamblers would discard any number of cards and then draw that many. Okay, and add a card. Pull one card from your draw pile into your hand. Exhaust. And block. I just don't like cards that I can exhaust. Do I double up on these so I get more opportunities to play it? Or do I get so I can pull forward or backward? Alright, we get to heal here, which is nice. 2 times number of frost channel this combat to all enemies. More plasma channeling. Gain 2 orb slots. Well, having more powers is good, and that seems pretty powerful as well. Unfortunately, I cannot afford the membership card, which would be really nice. But I'll take that. The thing about the fusion is just it costs 2, so... I think we'll hold off for now. See if I can capitalize on the whole powers thing. Interesting items, though. Oh, really? More fungi beasts. Is this all because I angered the mushrooms? I'm gonna see them for the rest of this run, or what's up? That was a little bit silly, but you know what? Whatever. Why not cycle it? Doesn't cost me anything. That's fine. I'm gonna take 1 damage. Oh, no, I don't because of buffer. That was a waste. Damn, okay, I gotta think strategically with that. So... Channel and lightning, okay. Let's see. I mean, on the fundamentals, this deck is pretty simple. It's mostly just like building stuff to work passively a lot of the time. Can I make good use of that? Not really. I'm better off spending it on dealing. Let's do dual cast first to see what it does. Okay, it spread it. Surely these 2 lightnings will not both hit this one. Right? Well, actually, it's gonna kill it no matter what. So actually, I'm solid. Nothing to worry about after all. 7 damage, draw 1 card for each unique orb you have. Interesting. The fact that this has exhaust on it makes me want to get a second one. Yeah. The other thing is interesting, but it's not the... Okay, we don't need all that health. Let's upgrade something. That would be nice. Innate. No. Can I make this power innate? No. Heal 10. That's pretty good over a long term. I think we do this one. I think that's the smart choice. Alright. I don't think we fought this thing before, right? Have we? I don't remember now. Seen too many things. Alright, let's get storm going. Let's get self-repair. And I don't think we're going to save ourselves by not attacking it. Oh, this is I'm vaguely remembering this now. I think? Unless I did it on one of my solo runs. So obviously, like, I'm doing my first run of each character on video, but I've done subsequent runs of other characters before playing this, so... that's a lot of damage. Block first. You know what? I shouldn't have blocked, actually. I should have let Buffer eat that. I gotta think about that more. Oh, right, it blocks the first hit, not the first attack. Okay. So actually that block was still important. Although, well, no, it would actually have been better. Well, it made no difference in the end anyway, because I think it attacked for 7 and my block was for 5, so it only blocked 2. It didn't block the second attack, it blocked part of the first. Okay. I'm vaguely remembering how this thing works again. Okay. We'll save hologram. You have no cards. Taking 10 potentially. Oh, we've got lots of blocks. Let's not exhaust the chill for that then. Let's just pay for the blocks. Well, I can't do shit this turn. I mean, there's no reason not to do that, but the rest of it, no reason. But at least I'm doing damage. Okay. 6 damage again. Let's evoke and then channel. I'll passively get to use a buff. So let's see if we can get in its way a little bit. I don't think I want to draw out of there. Maybe I do, though. Maybe I just let the energy lapse. I mean, yeah. Okay. Ah, man. Okay. It's only at half health. Let's weaken it. Still 10. So let's zap and block and do this. Alright. Gotta remember at the end of this I heal, so I don't have to panic too much. I do need to get more powers to fill my deck with, though. That really seems to be the build I'm accidentally going for. Just annoying that it's just passive. I guess that's just how they express damage over time. That's unplayable and non-dismissible. And, yeah. There's really just no reason to play aggregate, because I have nothing to play. Okay, that's a lot more damage. Well, let's weaken. And 18. Okay, we're okay. This next attack might be really bad, though. Oh no, that was the charged attack. Never mind. Okay, that could have been worse. I don't know, maybe I'm just expecting worse now because I've seen too many things. This is the first level boss after all. Evoke. Sure, we'll block. And weaken again. So you do less to me. Not that it's ultimately going to be what matters here, but... Okay. We're almost there. 14. We're just gonna eat the 9, I think. Because we should have almost enough to kill it next turn, probably. Be very hard not to kill it. Well, unless I pull burns. Still, that should be enough. 12 plus... 12? Yeah. There we go. Amplify. This turn your next power is played twice. That's pretty sweet. Gain 4 focus at the end of your start of your turn, lose 1 focus. Okay. Consume your rightmost orb and use it to evoke your next orb X times. If I had more energy build, I would maybe go for that, but Amplify seems like it synergizes with the build I've worked on. No longer rest. Unique curse and 3 relics. No longer gain gold. These are nasty. I'll take the curse. One strength. Each time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 strength. Well, that's not great for me. You can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times. Fuck me. Those are useless to me. That was a very bad roll for me to my eye. Okay. Let's take a little break and we'll come back for Act 2 of this run.